as we commemorate the 19th anniversary of 9/11, we pause to remember the innocent lives lost, 2,977 of them, many soldiered men and women who were running into the battles to protect others. Whether those lives were lost at the World Trade Center, at the Pentagon, on 4 planes, or in Pennsylvania Field, we were and still are a nation touched by those families, friends, colleagues, first responders, or strangers. We pause because we must. We will never forget. We can't, because remembering and honoring our past is important to our future. The terrorist attacks of 2001 marked some of our nation's darkest hours. Many of us remember where we were that day, in that moment, how powerless and defeated we felt. And then we were inspired by first responders, medical personnel, and volunteers who ran to rescue. Instinctively, Americans were helping each other. And then we knew we would survive, because the human spirit is indomitable. The American spirit is made of grit, resilience, and perseverance. Which reminds me of today, and I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the invisible threat in the form of a virus that our world faces now. And just like they did on 9/11, our first responders, our healthcare workers, and volunteers are tackling the challenge head on. Our community is rallying together to help each other during challenging times, and we're dedicated to recovery because we are resilient. And on that day, 19 years ago, then President George W. Bush offered these words: "Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve. America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world, and no one will keep that light from shining."
The message is simply never forget. We in the fire service have promised to never forget. These are promises made and promises kept. As we as a fire service and police service will continue that promise to never forget. We are beginning to see the first firefighters hired that were born after September 11, 2001. They were not alive during the attacks. To ensure our newest members as well as our current firefighters never forget the sacrifices of our brothers and sisters, we continue to honor those firefighters who gave their life by placing small memorials on our fire apparatus in tribute to their service and sacrifice.
Our first responders that paid the ultimate sacrifice can never be forgotten. What also can't be forgotten is what happened on September 12th, 2001. On September 12th, we stood together as Americans. We cried together. We prayed together. We loved and comforted our neighbors. We were united. It didn't matter political affiliation, race, or ethnicity. We were Americans standing together against a common enemy of terrorism. I miss that unity in this current America. The first responders that ran into the Twin Towers and the Pentagon to save lives did so to save the lives of Americans from all backgrounds. They did this because their calling was to serve our country indiscriminately. That's what it means to be a first responder. It means we put our lives on the line for people that we never met.